I've got to take them not out of the relegation scrap because theoretically they're in it. They're only on 28 points. Yeah. Only on 28 points. To be fair, you got to put Arsenal and everything. No, you have to be serious. You have to be serious.
So be serious then.
They're on 28 points. If Southampton's on 28 points, and we're talking and thinking about Southampton, will or won't they? Southampton have more wins than Arsenal this season. Like I said, Arsenal.
You're not wrong, Cal.
There's only 3 teams in the whole of the league that have less wins than Arsenal, and one is Norwich, and the other is Aston Villa.
And them two going down.
Them two going
down. So Arteta's going to relegate Arsenal.
The third one is.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Neeks Sports Podcast. Happy New Year from everyone here. First podcast of the year. And I want to do a bit of a Premier League season review so far. But before, Happy New Year. Everyone good? Everyone ready to meet the challenges of 2020 as they come?
No?
No,
not at all.
You need to get ready.
Can't be ready.
Ready as I can be.
I want to talk about the Premier League, but before we do that, there's some breaking news today, Kyle. Actually, there's 2. Now, one is confirmed, one's not confirmed. Your beloved Barcelona, Suarez out for 4 months. That's pretty much the season. Is your season done now?
Yeah.
Season done?
Yes.
Cool. That's fine. You agree with that as well? I think anyway. Xavi. Apparently, Valverde can be getting sacked any moment now. And your legend, that is Xavi, could be coming in as manager. If that happens, do you think that's the right move for Barcelona? Are you happy with it?
I'm not so sure, because even though he's a club legend, when you look at someone like Pep was managing the B team. So Pep was doing something with the B team. He had his philosophy, he was implementing it, and he went about his business. And they saw, okay, he's good enough to get that upgrade. He can manage the first team, which they gave him. Whereas Xavi don't have that kind of experience. All he's got is the playing experience at Barcelona, but management is a totally different thing.
Does he manage at the moment, doesn't it?
Qatar.
Yeah. What do you mean? He got that experience. Like Solskjaer, Mulder.
Qatar.
Yeah.
And how's it working out for Solskjaer?
Xavi's at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? What are you talking about? You can win the next 50.
And I don't think Valverde will get sacked anyway, because his contract runs out at the end of the season. This is his last year.
He's awful anyway, so he can sack him anyway.
Well, I know, but it's not going to happen. You know who's going to sack him in January when his contract runs out in 6 months?
You say that. Okay, you may be right. I don't think it's a given. But if they can't see a green light, and because the season, it started off a bit shaky already. Messi came back, renewed some hopes. But it ain't been great. And it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. You got the Champions League. Can you see you progressing to win the Champions League this year?
No, don't be silly.
And Xavi might be able to add some kind of impetus. Look at Emery at Arsenal. They could have got rid of him at the end of the year. But because of how the season's going, I know at Barca's not 10th or whatever, but because of how the season's going, you bring in Arteta. Now, if they were to bring in Xavi, you say, all right, cool, you got 6 months to maybe get to know things in terms of the players who you might want to keep, you want to get rid of, and then you just start next year as a fresh, as opposed to bringing him in June, where he hasn't had that time with the players. You spend the pre-season deciding who to keep and who not to keep, and you lose that, the possible bedding in process that he could have this year. So I don't think it's as...
I hear what you're saying. I just feel like the quality of management we're going to get is kind of at the level where Zidane is, but his second spell. Because if it was Xavi coming in to a star-studded Barcelona side, his job would be pretty much as Zidane. Just play the players, and the job will get done. That's pretty much what Zidane did to win those 3 Champions Leagues in a row. You look at
Bold statement.
You look at him now.
Bold.
And some of those players have regressed, and some of the players have left. I.e., Ronaldo, and they are very shocking. Like, you haven't seen his management push through and say, yeah, he's a top quality manager. You can see he's getting the best out of these players, and he can go on to do greater things at Real Madrid. I don't see it, and it's the same with Xavi. Xavi's coming into a very if he would come into a very poor and very bad Barcelona side. He's not just going to come in and miracles are going to happen. It might up the morale because many of the players there are good friends with him. Like Messi played with him, Busquets played with him, PK played with him, Jordi Alba played with him. So there's players there that played with Xavi. So they will be on very good terms with Xavi. But in terms of their quality, like, PK's not going to get no better. Busquets not going to get no better. Like, I don't know, man.
Fair enough. We'll see in it. It'd be interesting because it's like, obviously, we've watched all these players growing up. And then, obviously, as we get older, they get older. And then the players who were looking up to, you try to be like Xavi in the playground, that person. Now they become managers. Lampard, Solskjaer, Zidane. I mean, we didn't necessarily grow up watching Pep per se, but...
Arteta.
Yeah, well, Arteta. How's that going so far? Was that one win?
Yeah, not bad. Improvement in performances, I think. And I think that's the main thing we needed, really. The results will come. You expect, you hope. We got one big result over the Christmas period, which was huge for the team spirit and the morale over a very lackluster Manchester United side at the Emirates. It's just time. As I said, I think the expectation from the board was finish as high as you can this season, which is free reign to do as you want.
What's your expectation? Same thing.
Top half. I'll take that.
Why say top?
I'll take a top half.
You're top, but
if you give me top half,
wait. When did you join? Were you top half?
No.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but top. So you'll be happy with 10th?
I won't be happy with it, but I'll take it if you offer it.
But that's his expectations now.
Yeah, that's my expectation. That's not my hope.
There's only 16 games left.
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want? You get Champions League?
No,
that is Europa League.
Yeah,
I don't care about Europa League.
You have to.
Why?
Because I'll tell you why. Because even though
we ain't winning Europa League next year.
No, it's not about winning it. But you want to be in European competition because surely, no matter what, whether it's Champions League or Europa League, playing European competition would surely attract a certain player that maybe you won't be able to get. Some players come anyway.
But that's what they said when you dropped out the Champions League. You're not gonna. When Arsenal dropped out the Champions League, it was like you're never gonna replace the players.
Have you? But you haven't.
Yeah, but
maybe you wouldn't be able to get even the little one or two that you have got. Has Aubameyang played for you in the Champions League?
No, he was. No. He came when we was in Europa League.
Okay, if you weren't even in Europe, there's a chance that he might not even come.
Maybe.
There's a chance that, say, Pepe, I'm not saying he's setting the world alight, he may never set the world alight, but there's a chance that Pepe might have chosen Napoli or whoever else was in from, I can't remember now.
Was it Spurs?
No, I don't think it was Spurs. I don't talk about Liverpool, I know Napoli had put forward a problem, but there's a chance that they might say, well, they're not even playing European football. Maybe not. So, surely 7th, 6th, maybe, I don't know what the Europa League position is going to be, depending on what happens in the Cup. But surely that's better than 10th. It's a top half.
Yeah, it's better than 10th.
But it's not realistic. It's realistic as an expectation.
I'm not bothered. Like, if you said to me 4th, I'll be like, yes. 4th, I'll take it. If you said 5th, meh, alright, I'll take it if you're giving it to me. But 10th, 5th, at the end of the day, it's top. I mean, I'm only saying top half because it looks better on the paper. Really. A season's a write-off. I don't know if you understand. A season is a write-off. I don't even care about what happens in the Premier League this season. I genuinely don't care. As long as we don't get relegated, I genuinely don't care what happens. 17th, whatever, innit? Whatever happens. As long as all I want to see is an up in performance to show the manager that you want to be here next season. And if that's not there from certain players, see you later. Goodbye. It's time to go because Arteta wants to do his own thing with the football. You can't be keeping players that don't really want to be here. And Chelsea survived the year without it. Didn't they win the league the year they dropped out Europa League?
I think so.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, they won. Listen, man, don't worry about that.
So Arsenal for the league next season.
Well, providing we don't finish in Europe.
I mean, all of you lot know my thoughts on Solskjaer and all that. As I said, I don't think he's not the right man to get us to where we want to go, but I'm content for him to stay for the rest of the season. Can't see us finishing higher than we are. Possibility of winning a cup, that's still there. For me, it's about the rebuilding in terms of getting rid of, because there's still, you said, those players who just don't fit the philosophy of the direction you're trying to go in. We've got rid of some for whatever reason they didn't fit it. We got rid of those, and we then need to sign players who fit that. So, the likes of Bruno Fernandes, if we were to get someone like that, Maddison, Grealish, players that we've been linked with, I think Solskjaer's the right man to continue that rebuilding process. But in terms of actual results and performance on the pitch, he has got and he's shown his limitations. So I'm not expecting an upturn in performance per se. Obviously, better players on the pitch, there's better possibilities. But yeah.
Quick question for you, though.
Go on.
You say you think Solskjaer's the man in terms of that rebuilding process. You want to sign players that fit the club's philosophy and the direction that they want to go. But what if that is Solskjaer's direction, and then you get the players, he's rebuilt the squad, but you say, okay, you've got the players, but you're not getting where we want you to get, where we want to get, because you're not a high quality enough manager. Then you get rid of him, and then you bring in another manager that don't want to use these players because they play totally different style.
See, but this is where the technical director comes in. Now, for me, Solskjaer is, the way I'm seeing what Solskjaer's doing, it should be the work of a technical director. Because I'm saying, on the pitch, the coaching is not good. Like because the training clearly and the results on the pitch are not, you're not seeing the results of that. But the work that I'm saying that he has done and needs to continue doing, I would want a technical director coming. If we had a technical director doing, getting rid of the Lukakus and Sanchez and Fellaini's and whoever else, and getting in quality young players, Wan-Bissaka, for example, then at this stage I would say, all right, Solskjaer, go. Get a better coaching. But Solskjaer, for me, is doing the work of the technical director that if we get rid of him and don't get a technical director for that job, then you're going to end up in a position where a next manager comes in who's supposed to be completely different. What we need to do is keep Solskjaer for now, or get a technical director in to do that job in the same way, to follow that same philosophy, and get in a better coach. And the coach has to adhere to that. It can't be a Conte. It can't be an Allegri. And I'm trying to think of any other, I'm not going to say dinosaur man, it's not the truth. But when you see Conte at Inter signing Alexis Sanchez, Ashley Young, that tells me that his philosophy, it gets results. But it's not going to be what Man United need to do.
Do you want Sarri ball?
No way. No way. And again, he's the same. He's the same. Man's been persistent up until recently with Higuain all season. For me, that's just completely, and he did it when he was at Chelsea, completely just the wrong philosophy. I want young, hungry, energetic players, not these old, washed up guys who, yes, they can fit a functioning system, but can they? We saw Higuain in the Premier League, for example. He was terrible. He was terrible. But some of these men are stuck in their ways, innit? They're older. It's worked for them in the past, and they're not going to move from it. And we need to really be looking at a young manager. So we've got Solskjaer at the moment. There's Pochettino. There's Ten Hag. There's a lot of managers on the continent who I would say are the new breed of managers.
There's Xavi.
We'll see how he does at Barca first, and then we poach him as you're off feeder club. So for now, Solskjaer stay. I can't see it getting any better. But even if we've got a better manager now, can I see us winning the Europa League, getting top four with the players that we've got? Probably not. Probably not. So I think it's probably better for the stability to keep Solskjaer. You get a new manager now. Everyone's upset. Oh, you don't get on with Rashford. Martial's upset. Martial get a drop for Greenwood. Martial wants to leave. You know, Pogba, who wasn't willing to force through a move because of respect for Solskjaer. New manager comes in, Pogba hands in transfer request, goes on strike. Yeah.
Or the upturn in morale, and everyone's hungry, and everyone sees there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and everyone starts rejuvenating, and everyone wants to stay in. Pogba signs a new deal, and
the hospital bed.
Yeah, the higher signs a new deal, and everyone wants to stay. And
yeah, that's a possibility. But based on our previous managerial appointments prior to Solskjaer, I can't see it happening. So yeah, we'll see in it. But I think I can't even see Solskjaer getting sacked. So that's why I don't even really entertain it. So Ollie, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't, unless the man is fighting relegation. He ain't going nowhere. Trust me. Woodward is happy, and unfortunate because he shouldn't be happy because it ain't good. But he's happy. He's content. I don't know what he's actually content with. It's probably different to what I'm.
Pockets are filled.
It must be that. It got 3.1 million last year, which was actually 1 million down on the previous year. So I'm sure he's still living good. But Premier League, we're gonna look at our predictions that we made at the start of the season.
Must we?
Yes, we must. And I'll let you give a chance to revise anything. You know, I don't want to hold anything against you come the end of the year, so we'll revise it and. Then we'll judge that at the end of the year to see how wrong you are again.
Once we revise this year, this is what we're coming back to. We ain't getting back to the previous one.
I've been bringing up both. No, let's see. All right. So, Cal, we'll start with you. So we had the top 6 predictions.
Mm-hmm.
You had Wolves in 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Man United 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal 4th. Spurs 3rd, Liverpool 2nd, and Man City 1st.
And it's completely wrong. It's completely incorrect.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to change it around. Let us know why.
That Wolves 6
I'm just saying,
is not too far off.
I'm just going to give you a chance to revise your predictions for the top 6.
I think everyone with an ounce of sense can see that Liverpool's going to win the title. So all must be revised. Liverpool at the top. Second place will be Manchester City.
Not Leicester.
No.
Oh, okay.
Third. Now this one is tricky because the level of inconsistency in the Premier League shown by teams fighting. From third, I'd say all down to 8th.
Keep going down. Keep going down. Why are you stopping at 8?
But they're not fighting for the top 6 positions though. You keep going down, but they're not.
Wait, who's in 8th now? Spurs?
Sheffield? No. Wait.
No, Sheffield's ahead of Spurs. So the league is Liverpool, Man City, Leicester, Chelsea, Man United 5th, Sheffield United 6th, Wolves 7th, and Spurs 8th.
Damn Wolves and Sheffield, man. And Leicester. What are they all doing up there? Anyways, third, I'm going to have to stick with Leicester. Well, I'm going to have to stick with Leicester. Chelsea 4th. Man United 5th. Damn, man. Uncle Moo can't bring it back. I'm sorry, but that Spurs side is doomed. Kane's out for the season, at least to April. The season's done by then.
Jadson Fernandes signed.
Don't worry about that, man. Listen, I think that 6th place is going to Wolves.
So all you've done is you've taken out. Oh no! So you've taken out Spurs and Arsenal. For Chelsea, Leicester and Chelsea.
Yeah.
Okay. Ramon. So your predictions. No surprise to the viewers, he's usually wrong, so there's no surprise on this one. Man City first, Liverpool second, Arsenal third, Spurs fourth, Man United fifth, and Chelsea sixth.
Can I just say?
Arsenal very high up that
Forget Arsenal. How did I not go for Liverpool winning this Premier League title? I have no idea.
He loves this one, you know.
How? Because I was sitting there. I remember sitting there on that sofa saying, I need to go for Liverpool. Because they need, like, I just feel like, man, they'll win it this year. They'll do it this year. But didn't sign anyone. Man City brought in Rodri, and it just looked like they shored up where they needed to shore up. Maybe could have done with another defender, but don't worry, because Laporte's there and one of the others. So got that wrong, innit? But cool, and it went Man City.
Can I say, you love that because we did this prediction, and he's like, I wasn't here last week, but if I did, I would have predicted this. And now you had the chance at your prediction. And you got it wrong, and you're doing this. I got it
wrong, but that's because I didn't go with my gut. And next season, I'm going to go with my gut. In fact, right now, I'm going to go with my gut. And I'm putting my neck out of the line, and I'll say, I reckon Liverpool win the league.
Good neck.
I mean, Liverpool's 30 to win the league. Man City second. And then, as I said, it gets tricky from there. Okay, Arsenal, right? Arsenal, I put them third.
Well, you keeping them there?
No, they're out. They're long out. They're out. In fact, we'll get to Arsenal. Maybe get to them when we start doing the relegation team. But Arsenal can get out of there. Spurs can get out of there as well. It's been a disaster. This prediction's been a disaster. I can't lie to you. Third, I'm going to go for Chelsea. I lynched them at the start of the season.
You did.
I think it was the first episode. You laid into them for a terrible transfer window.
It's their fault they signed these youngsters. I don't feel sorry for Lampard. He's coming in and got to deal with this mess. It serves them right. This guy. Not going to get top for this guy. Absolutely laid into Chelsea.
But
now he sat here putting them third.
I didn't know everyone was going to be so crap, did I? I think this is exactly how I expected Chelsea to be. But I expected them to be like there in 6th or 7th. But considering Man United, Arsenal and Spurs are so rubbish, that, I mean, they have to... I think they'll finish above Leicester. I think Leicester had a very, very, very good end to 2019. Like, goals galore and playing very well. And Ndidi's injured now. They drew to Aston Villa in the cup and they've lost to Southampton. And I just think, unless they get that right in that defensive position, Hamza Chowdhury ain't the guy. And I feel like it could just start tumbling down a bit. Not enough for them to fall out the top 4 because I feel like everyone else below them won't be as good. Inconsistency, consistent Man United, who are back every other week, won't have enough to finish in top 4, I don't think. So I'm going to go Chelsea third, Leicester fourth. In fifth, I'm going to go for, only because I want to get rid of this whole structure that I got right there. I'm going to take out Man United and put Man United 6. And in fifth, I'm going to put Wolves.
Wait,
but I don't know because Wolves ain't gonna finish it.
So you're just changing it because I want
to revise the whole thing. I want Man United to finish 5th, so I want them to finish 6th. I think they'll finish 5th.
But you just told me you was gonna go with your gut.
Yeah, that's my gut. That's my gut. Man United will finish 6th. In fact, I don't even think Wolves will finish 5th, man.
Sheffield.
Nah, and Uncle Moo can't really do. How far are Spurs behind Man United?
So Spurs are 4 points behind Man United.
It's not mountains in there, you know. All right, Spurs 4th, 5th. Spurs 5th, Man United 6th.
Okay. Well, me, like the rest of you fools,
imagine Jose finishes above Man United.
For Man City in first, and again, it wasn't easy to do it because I don't want them to finish first. That will be three league titles in a row, and of course, Man United's the only team to do that. And for our nearest rivals to do that, that would have been disgusting. I was begging. I was saying, anyone, Chelsea, someone, please, just win it.
Liverpool?
No, not Liverpool. Who wants Liverpool to win the title other than Liverpool? And as it is, I mean, my prayers were answered. You know, somebody stop them. Somebody stop them. Just the team that I didn't want to stop them. And so, yeah, Liverpool has won it back in October. Everything since has been postseason friendly. You know, just really stat padding. If we were not talking about it, just getting goals and wins just for the records. League has been done. Anyone that says otherwise is lying to you. Yeah, so I had Man City first, Liverpool second, Spurs third. I mean, are you looking at it? It makes sense. Spurs have finished top 4.
They're in 8th. Doesn't make sense.
Spurs have finished top 4 like 5 years in a row or something like that. It makes sense for me to. There was nothing that told me that they're going to finish outside. They got to the Champions League final.
Pochettino sacked.
I wasn't expecting that. So, yeah. Spurs third.
Sleeping around with players' wives.
We cannot confirm that. The views of Kyle Mohammed are not shared. The views of Kyle Mohammed are not shared by Neeks Sports, and it is his own views, I must say. Yeah, Spurs third. Arsenal fourth.
Some bad predictions in
That
there,
is
boy.
bad. Man United fifth and Chelsea sixth. Well, if we're looking at it realistically, Man United is the only one I got right. I mean, I guess so far.
You got right. You better hope you get that right.
So far. I hope I get it wrong. I hope we get the bloody top 4, but, you know, what's the difference between 5th and 6th? You're both in Europa League anyway. But yeah, I'm going to rise it. I'm going to have Liverpool obviously first, Man City second.
Yes.
Chelsea still in the FA Cup. They went through, didn't they?
Yeah. Does that change off?
It does. No, I'm gonna go Leicester third. The reason why, because when European competition comes back, I think that could affect Chelsea and obviously Man United and Spurs.
Who Chelsea got in the Champions League?
Bayern Munich.
So don't worry,
2 games.
They're out.
2 games.
Don't worry about that. They're out.
2 games. But whereas Leicester pretty much probably gonna get knocked out of the League Cup to Aston Villa anyway. But they'll be pretty much just 1 game a week for the rest of the season. I don't know what their FA Cup, I don't know doing that. It'll be interesting, but they're 6 points ahead of Chelsea at the moment. They're 11 ahead of Man United, so there's no way they're dropping outside the top 4. Can't see it. We're not closing 11 points on them. We can barely going to get 11 points between now and the end of the season. So there's no way that's happening. But I'm going to say Leicester third, Chelsea fourth, Man United still in 5th. And yeah, I think Spurs will get back in the top 6 because they were 1 point behind Wolves, 2 behind Sheffield. They've both done well. Wolves, yeah, they can sustain it, but they can sustain, 6th, 7th.
Europa League as well, though.
Europa League as well. Sheffield, you feel that at some point it's just gonna. Again, it's only 2 points in it between them and Spurs, so it doesn't really need to fall away. They'll need to lose 2 games, and Spurs win 1, and they're ahead of them, but by a little bit of distance. So yeah, I think Spurs will get back in the top 6. But yeah, come May, might be all wrong anyway. Relegation. I'll start. I had Brighton 18th, Norwich 19th, and Sheffield United 20th.
Damn!
I can confirm that Sheffield United.
I'm in the league.
Sheffield United are not getting relegated. Confirm. They're on 32 points. So they nearly got to the magical 40-point mark already. They're not getting relegated. Norwich, they're down. I got that one right. Take that one off. Norwich are going. And I had Brighton.
Brighton, Norwich.
Where are Brighton? Brighton are 14th. See, the only reason for me to stick with Brighton,
It's so close.
No, the only reason it's just like, not kind of save face. I can't just say everything I did is wrong. they can go down. They're 3 points off relegation, so it's not far fetched. But I gotta look at. I'm gonna keep Brighton in there. Because they haven't convinced me enough to say they're gonna get out of it. Southampton, I don't think they're going down. Watford are going the right direction. West Ham got David Moyes, so I think they'll stay up. Bournemouth are in trouble because they're all the injuries and they're just going the wrong direction. Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Brighton, Burnley. 2 out of those 4 will go. So I'll say Norwich, Brighton. Norwich and Brighton. I'm going to say Villa. They're a one-man team. If Grealish don't perform, which he has been so far this season, they usually don't get the result. I don't think you can rely on one man all season to keep you up. When he doesn't turn up, the result usually goes the other direction, or he's not allowed to turn up. He's stopped.
Pepe Reina about to pass a medical, bro.
Who's their keeper at the moment?
Well, Heaton got injured for the season, so they got Nyland in goal.
Okay. Pepe Reina. I must be about 40 years old. Yeah, I'm going Villa, Norwich, and Brighton. Oh, so let's see. Ramon, you had where are you? You had Brighton. Oh, yeah, the same as me. Brighton, Sheffield United 19th, and Norwich in 20th.
I did, and I do want to publicly apologise to Sheffield United because at the end of the day, the only person I knew from my team was John Longstream because in my fantasy team he was playing in midfield and he's a defender in the game. So that's all I knew about you. I didn't even know you any other players. Now, John Fleck, Norwood, Mousset,
McBurney.
Bury them. I know them all now, man. They're up there, man. So big shout out to Sheffield. They're staying up, man. Definitely. Who have also went for?
You had Norwich and Brighton.
The only reason I went for Brighton is because they sacked Chris Hughton. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. Didn't like that at all. Brought in this guy Potter. And they play good football every now and again. Sometimes have a good game and then they'll just lose. Like they lost 1-0 to Everton on the weekend. It's just like they'll go through a bad run. But I think they play good enough football to stay up. So I think I'm gonna allow them. I still don't like them from what they've done, but if I be realistic now, I don't think they're gonna. I'm gonna start getting my gut, as I said now. So I'm gonna take them out. I'm gonna gutter them out of the 18th spot. Yeah, Norwich are going down. I can't even change that if I wanted to because they're gone. And so the two I think I'm gonna place. I think you're right. I think Aston Villa are bad right now. They got pumped 6-1 today, and things look like they could go from bad for worse. They need a huge transfer market, and I don't know if there's any point for them to do that really. If they're all going to leave in the summer, or like I don't understand what they're going to do. I know their strikers out for the season as well. Wesley, he got a cruise shirt, so he's out for the season. I don't think El Ghazi, Trezeguet, and them land are gonna save them really. So I think they need a miracle. It's not impossible because there's a lot of teams down there, but it depends whether they really want to spend the money to stay up. They're really, as I said, Pepe Reina's coming in, so maybe they're trying everything that they can.
They spent 100 million in the summer. I did a video on that about whether they're doing a new Fulham. Yeah. Fulham did the same thing, spent 100 million and went down. Yeah,
but you look at Sheffield United, their team is very, very similar to last year. You know what I mean? They kept the same players. I think it's harder when you come through the playoffs because when you come through the playoffs, you could have really been having a bad season. Just edge it in sixth place. Your team's not ready for the Premier League, and then you're all of a sudden thrown into this thing, and you think, I need to change everything.
But then Norwich win though.
Norwich won the league,
and they only made like one signing or something, like £1 million worth of signing. Yeah, bottom.
They had bare injuries as well. Though, I think their Sheffield United squad ain't big, but they've kept everyone fit, and they've been. But I think Norwich have just had. It's been unfortunate. One time, 3 of the goalkeepers were out, and you know what I mean.
Norwich.
I just every time you hear them, they got another injury. I think he's been unfortunate for them, and I think Pukki. They needed Pukki to bang all season. Really, that's what they needed. That's what they were hoping on, and it didn't really work all the way through. It's hard, man, because form is temporary, man.
Yeah,
form is temporary.
Watford are doing a mad thing now, but they could just draw. You never know.
Exactly. They were bottom at Christmas, I think.
Yeah.
So you genuinely don't know what's going to happen, man. Bournemouth right now playing bad, but I still look at that squad and I think, can they go?
The two Wilsons, King, Solanke.
Yeah. Again, they've had a bad injuries to their defence as well, so everyone's kind of all over the place there.
Wasn't actually playing left back.
Yeah. So, and then who else is there? Southampton, bang 9-0 and then just come back, but they're still down there. Down there.
They're down there as Arsenal. They're on 11 points with you, 28.
Yeah, we're still down there. We're all down there. All down there, bro. All down there. Newcastle.
Yeah, Burnley, West Ham.
Burnley. You see Burnley, yeah? I kind of want them to go down. I'm going to go Burnley on the mad one. I think they're playing bad as well right now. I do look at this one, I think they may have enough because they had some tough games, but I don't know what it is. You see with Burnley, right? They've got one way of playing football. And if that doesn't work, they can't change it at all. They ain't got the footballers to start playing a different type of way. So it's just play the long balls, get set piece goals. And at the moment it's not working and they don't know what to do. So if that continues, I'm gonna just edge for Burnley to go down. But genuinely, it could be any one of the four.
So Norwich,
Aston Villa and Burnley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kyle, you had, as I'm going through this, shout out Josh.
Callum Wilson ain't scored in 13 games.
Shout out Josh who had he had Aston Villa down there, to be fair. So he was actually right about that.
How did I not put Villa down there?
But he also had Sheffield United bottom, so take the rough with the smooth. But yeah, Kyle, you had Norwich bottom.
Yes.
Sheffield United 19th. And Newcastle 18th.
It's better.
Any revisions? Newcastle currently sitting.
I don't think I need to. It looks
13th.
It looks pretty spot on to me. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
Yeah. I mean, couldn't be any more correct. Sheffield United 19th.
No.
Listen, Sheffield United have done a madness. Like, it's one thing a championship side coming up into the Prem and doing well because they play quality, attractive football and they score goals. Like, Wolves came up and they did a madness, but they played good football, they scored goals. But a championship side coming up who are capable of defending and keeping clean sheets, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
Yeah,
they should concede way more than what they're conceding now. So
how many have they conceded now?
Hats off to Sheffield.
Chris Wilder and them man there. They have conceded 21, which is joint third best. So Liverpool's joint second best. Liverpool conceded 14 and Sheffield United and Leicester conceded 21.
There you have it.
So they conceded less than Man City.
They conceded less than everybody else by 2 teams. And they come up from the championship. That's a madness. Like, honestly, you can't write that stuff. I cannot write that stuff. So, I'm going to have to revise it. I'm going to keep Norwich bottom. They're sitting in bottom. They don't look like picking up a win anytime soon. They've got 3 wins all season. So, yeah, I think it's a foregone conclusion. They're going to get relegated. I'm going to keep them at bottom, 20th. I'm going to switch it up a bit. Obviously, Sheffield's not going to be 19th. I'm going to go Aston Villa 19th. Like you said, they are a one-man team in Grealish. And if Grealish don't play, and obviously with Wesley out for the season, who was their record signing, things don't look too good for them. So, I'm going to have to put Aston Villa 19th. And that 18th place, you know what? Bournemouth can have it.
Really?
Bournemouth can have it. They are actually shocking. Like you said, Watford are going in the right direction. West Ham have just signed David Moyes. And, some of the other clubs, they're just turning a new leaf. Like, Southampton were in a bad, horrible place. And now Danny Ings, before the 6-1 thrashing, he was second top goal scorer behind Vardy. I don't know what Aguero was on now. He scored a hat-trick. He scored a hat-trick today. So Aguero might have... Aguero was on 11, might be 14 with Ings.
Aguero's on 13. He had 10.
Oh, so he's second then. He's on 14. Yeah, so only Vardy scored more goals than him. And Vardy's all the way up in third place in the league. So the guy's not doing too bad. I mean, he keeps that up. And he hits, anywhere between 20 to 25. I
said 25.
Bro, he's on 14. There's 11 away.
Anywhere
but how many? 16? That's a goal a game, like, give or take.
He's doing it right now.
Yeah, cool. That's right. I mean, if he gets 8 between now, he's done well. 1 and 2.
Well, what are you saying? What are you saying? You're saying if he does that, then what?
They stay up.
He's going to stay up anyway, then. Even if he doesn't do that. No,
if he stops scoring, they're reversing. They're going back the other direction, bro. I'm telling you, they're going back the other direction. But I've got to take them not out of the relegation scrap, because theoretically they're in it. They're only on 28 points. Yeah. Only on 28 points. To be fair, you got to put Arsenal and Everton. You have to be serious. You have to be serious.
So be serious then.
They're on 28 points. If Southampton's on 28 points, and we're talking and thinking about Southampton, will or won't they? Southampton have more wins than Arsenal this season. Like I said, Arsenal...
You're not wrong, Cal.
There's only 3 teams in the whole of the league that have less wins than Arsenal. And one is Norwich, and the other is Aston Villa.
And them two going down.
Them two going
down. So Arteta's going to relegate Arsenal.
The third one is Watford, who have 1 less win, but they're on the way up. They might pass you. You might draw your next game and they win. They've got the same amount of wins as you. And you're on 28 points.
Put them in 18th then, innit?
I'm just saying, we can't just exclude them and not talk about them. We've got to put them in the discussion, bring them in the circle and say, listen, Arsenal, Everton on 28 points. They're struggling.
Too good to go down.
DCL had to up his game, pull Everton out a bit.
And Aubameyang was out for 3 games.
There you go.
2 league games.
Martinelli. So, I'm just saying, I'm not going to put them in there.
You can't rule them out.
I had to include them. And with all that said, I think 18th place, like I said, I'll give it to Bournemouth. Like I said, too many injuries. They are well out of form.
So you think Newcastle will have enough to stay up?
Yeah, I think they will.
It's funny because Newcastle, obviously, you don't have to put him in, but when no one was rating Steve Bruce, like when he came in, it was Steve Bruce, had they gone there from Rafa to Steve? He ain't done. They got Sunderland relegated. There was big protests from the Newcastle fans, but you ain't had none this season. Like they just seem, what man's doing that. What he can do under Mike Ashley, innit?
They got better injuries as well.
Yeah, they've had all of that. Rowan, I'm going to come to you. Well, actually, you know what? It's with the top goal scorer. We all had Kane. All 3 of us.
Okay.
Sure. You know,
Kane. Yeah, definitely Kane. Kane's out till April or something like that. You sticking with him?
Dreadful decision. Why did I go for Kane, man?
Again, it makes sense at the time.
I've never gone for Kane before. I've gone for it.
Alright. You had a Aubameyang last year?
Yeah, I had Aubameyang last year. Got that right.
You just scraped it.
Right.
Yeah, joint right.
I got that right, man.
Joint right.
I got that right.
You pick many free players, you get it right.
Joint wrong as well.
What, did you get it right as well then? You had a choice of 3. Did you get it right?
I can't remember what I said.
I can't remember what I picked either. I might have picked Salas. I don't know. I'll probably pick Aguero, to be fair. I usually always pick Aguero.
But Aguero never gets it though.
Yeah, I know. But
why would you pick Aguero?
because the person who does win it is always a left field. That person wins it, and then they'll win it again. I know, granted.
So just go left field then, innit? Why'd you...
And now I pick Kane. Now I pick Kane.
Should have gone left field then, innit? Go safe. You
No,
safe.
I'm saying, no, but I pick Aguero because he's always up there.
Yeah.
So you would think, okay, he might not win it, but he's definitely going to be up there with a chance to win it. The 1 year, I picked the person who's like, oh yeah, he won it back to back and 30 goals here. Man's out for the whole season.
Second year, not getting 20 Premier League goals, boy.
No, he's on the decline.
On the decline, boy. New Michael Owen, boy.
So at the moment, just to reiterate, we've got Jamie Vardy, 17 goals.
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford, Danny Ings, and Aubameyang on 14. Aguero, Abraham on 13. Mane, Kane, Sterling on 11, and Salah on 10. Those are all the people in double figures.
You could literally throw your hat on over any single one. Genuinely, like
I've got my winner.
On any single one?
Yeah, like of those you mentioned.
No, I don't think. I would I'll rule out Tammy. I can't see him getting it. I'll rule out Sterling. I'm going to rule out Salah and Mane because I just think between the both of them, they share a lot of the goals and they got Firmino. Whereas a lot of the other people, not all of them, but a lot of them are the number 9. And they're going to get most of it and they take the penalties. So I'm going to rule out Mane, Kane obviously, Sterling, Salah, Abraham. I'm going to rule out Danny Ings as well. Yeah.
I think he can get 20 to 25 goals.
If he gets 20, he'll be lucky to get 20. I'm going to rule out Danny Ings. So for me, it's between Aguero, Aubameyang, Rashford, and Vardy.
I'm going to rule out Rashford.
Penalties, remember?
Yeah.
I'm just reminding you.
I'm ruling them out.
I'm just reminding you.
So I'm ruling them out.
Reminding you.
Danny Ings on penalties as well. Put him back in.
I'm just reminding you, innit?
Vardy, I think. That 3-goal swing in his favour at the moment. January, I think he's the main man for Leicester. If they're going to get in the Champions League, he's going to have to score consistently still. It's going to be tough. It's going to be one of them ones. 25. I don't see anyone getting more than 25 this year. So I think it'll be close between him and Aubameyang really towards the end.
Vardy didn't win it in the year that they won the league, did
No,
they?
he didn't.
It was Kane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They just gave him like 5 goals.
And I think he said...
No, I think it was against Hull. Where all the players, like Spurs, will get to the edge of the area and just pass it to Kane so he can bang. He got like 2 weeks in a row, scored like 4 and 5 or something like that.
Everton.
Can't remember. Maybe.
Dusted them up like 5-1.
Yeah, I think, like I said, it's going to be a tough one this year. And I went for Kane, but I should have gone for England's best striker, Jamie Vardy. So, I'm going for Vardy.
I'm gonna listen. I mean,
I don't think Aguero will stay fit all season or get chosen. You know, Pep.
See, the safe option would be Vardy. That's the safe option. He's gonna pretty much play pretty much every game, if not all of them, once he's fit. He's already got a 3-goal head start. He hasn't got all the different competitions to worry about like the rest.
He's on penalties.
He's on penalties. To be fair, everyone out of those are on penalties. Is Aubameyang only penalty taker? Yeah, I mean, can't take everybody's on that.
Unless he gives it to Pepe.
Yeah.
It has happened this season.
So the logical pick is Vardy. Or do I want to be safe? Or do I want to be right?
Be right.
Yeah, be right.
Then I have to go for the boy wonder.
Oh, Aubameyang, rotted.
Tell me.
I've already ruled him out.
Aubameyang, damn.
Ings.
No, the only one on that list who is not actually playing as a striker. The winger on the list.
Aubameyang.
Madison.
Oh,
Madison.
I might have to go young Marcus.
Don't be so ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
First of all,
go on.
It's not safe, and second of all, it's not right. You said you want to be right.
Oh, well, it might be right.
Marcus Rashford is not winning the Premier League Golden Boot.
He's not.
I said it here.
Clip it. And the perfect thing about this, he didn't state the year, so I can just bring this back in like 5 years when
He would never win the Golden
Never
Boot.
win it. Click that
As well, because he's going Real Madrid next year.
He's on penalties. Everyone's on penalties.
But don't get when Pogba's back, they share it. Don't forget.
No. That ain't been shared since Wolves.
Nah, that's because he ain't playing since
our season fell apart. Actually, no, they shared at Norwich. Oh yeah, he took one and then Marshall took another. Damn, that's not a jokes team.
See Vardy?
Safe. That's not safe.
Vardy, no one else taking that penalty apart from James.
Aguero. Nah, see the problem. Man City got too many goals in there, and it's like even today. He banged 3 today. But he got easier not have banged 3 because everyone. It's like Jesus had chances to score. If he scores a goal here, the XYZ chance will happen. Man City creates so much chances through everyone. There's no guarantee Aguero's going to be on the end of he scores 6. If I was going to say if you score 6 goals, Aguero should be getting 4, but then Leicester scored 9 and Vardy barely got the hat trick. It was a penalty right in. Barely got the hat trick.
Happens, isn't it?
It was bad, Johnny, man. I didn't captain in that game. I was so pissed. I have to take with Vardy, I guess. I think I have to go with Vardy.
Right, you're not going for the boy wonder.
Aguero. Yeah, it's a lot. It's 3 goals is a lot. 3 goals is a lot. Man will have to kind of just if they don't 20 goals, them men are a little distance away. Yeah, I love Vardy. Kyle.
There's only one right answer, man. I'm picking the right answer. It's Jamie Vardy, man. I haven't even considered the rest. Ings? Who the hell was Danny Ings, man? Come on, man. Be realistic. Marcus Rashford?
Well, I ruled out Danny Ings already.
No Rashford, no Madison, no Aubameyang. Aubameyang playing out on the... Nah, man. Can't see no one. Jamie Vardy. It's quite simple for me.
So we've all gone from Kane to Vardy.
England's best striker, right?
There you go.
Oh, I love it when it's Rashford.
What if Vardy went?
You won't because you'll be wrong.
I don't care. I'd rather be wrong.
You'll be wrong.
I don't want to... If being wrong is good, I'd rather be wrong. I don't want to be right. Something like that. Yeah.
As long as you're wrong, I'm happy with
that. Champions League. Obviously, it hasn't come back yet. It's come back soon enough, but it's not back yet. I went with Juve. I'm sticking with Juve. I'm hoping.
Sorry, ball.
Listen,
you missed it, innit?
the new year, new man. New year, new man, new plan. Higuain dropped. Dybala and Ronaldo.
Ramsey.
Is Dybala and Ronaldo? Is there a better strike duo in world football right now?
Yes.
Where? Wrong. Wrong. Because it ain't Barca, Suarez
Everywhere.
out. It ain't your team, because Lacazette's trash. And it ain't our team. So if it's not us three, then who is it?
Firmino.
How much goals Firmino? See, a Firmino name doesn't even listed. The man must be on about 3 goals all season.
It's a trio.
But look, he's a defensive striker, so let me not say defensive. Well done. It's got a good goal actually against Spurs. Good finish. Actually, no, I'm sticking with it. Ronaldo.
You're only sticking with it because you made that prediction.
Correct.
And they're still in the competition.
Correct. Like last year.
But you know they're not going to win it.
Like last year.
Yeah, and you know that they're going out.
Well, I was like, they might go up, but I have to stick with it. And then Ronaldo scored a hat-trick and they still went through the next round.
But, okay, pick the right answer.
The right one.
You're going to be wrong here.
Oh, sorry. Juventus. Not you. Okay, I see what you did there. Not Juventus. Juventus. Dybala, Ronaldo. Sarri's a new man. I hope. As long as Higuain stays on for starting lineup, they've got a chance. You. Oh, so you had... right answer. Barcelona.
And who you've already confirmed will not be with us.
When was that message? When was it predicted?
That was on the 9th of August.
So the transfer window waited to close. I thought we were going to get business done. This was without the knowledge, knowing that Barcelona were going to do foolishness in the summer window. So I picked them thinking, oh, they're going to get Neymar. You gotta get some big players, get a good defender.
Carl, transfer window's open, you know. Right now, it's open.
It's
wide open. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but it's too late now. It's too late. Talks about Xavi coming in as a manager. Club's a mess, bro. No one in the Champions League. I'll pick the right answer.
Juventus. Right, to Juventus.
No, that's the wrong one. We don't go near the wrong answer. Josep Guardiola.
Oh!
Manchester City. This is none other than Manchester City. Just hit top 4. Wasted Aston Villa 6-1 with ease, dispatched of them. Absolutely tore Man United to shreds in the first leg of the cup. Tore Man United to shreds back. Now all they need is just a couple more weeks. Laporte to get up to full fitness. I can't see nobody else winning it. I can't see anybody else winning. When they get full steam, oh my goodness, full steam. Mahrez, Sterling.
You mean the same Guardiola who hasn't taken them past the quarterfinals?
He's about to because he's going to win it.
I'm just double checking. That's the same one. It might be like his brother or younger cousin.
Same Josep Guardiola.
Even without Arteta, he was obviously the brains behind it.
Yes, even without him. Even, as a matter of fact, it's lifted the shackles of him. Now that he's gone, now look at them. The shackles have been lifted. Look at him, first time he's ever gone. Jesus Aguero up top, 6 goals. The shackles have been. That was a mental block. He's holding me back. Get Arteta gone and 6-1 Aston Villa. Trust me, Manchester City.
Well, you had Man City as your pick.
I did, and as at the time, the man I called the glue, Mikel Arteta, was actually still there whilst I made that call. Now, Neeks, you went for the safe option of Juve.
Wait, Juve haven't won it since 1996. How it was 7? How
Man for man, they're the best team in the Champions League.
Man for where?
Man for man, they're the best, man. They're the best.
I don't. It's pretty hard to say who is man. Probably man for man. Man City are man for man.
Probably.
Yeah, they are man for. Man City took. They were so good that they took Juve's best right back and not even playing. That's how good Man City's team is. So, after you went for the safe option, I'm going to go with the right option. And I think I mentioned this a few months ago. Man City have been a different team this season because of one man and one man only. The French international, soon to be French international, Aymeric Laporte. The Spanish national.
Aymeric Laporte injured, out for the first half of the season. At that point, the Premier League title was over, done, finito, and now he's back in training. So come February, he'll be back in the Champions League against Real Madrid, ready to thump them out. Against 3-time Champions League winner Zinedine Zidane as a manager. I can't look past them. I think Pep will have them playing a different tune. Now the Premier League's done, you know, they would have won the Carabao Cup by then as well. In and around that time, I say he would have already had a trophy under his belt after he knocks Manchester United out in the semi-final.
Saying that morale is important.
Very important. Hey, listen, when you start winning the trophies, they just start flowing. So let him grasp that one. He's already done what he's and he'll be on his way. He'll be on his way to yet another Champions League trophy because he's won it before. It's not unheard of for Pep Guardiola to win the Champions League. He's done it before, and
never won it without Messi.
No, he's not. But
never even got to a final.
Zidane never won it without Ronaldo. We can go on about
and that's why Real Madrid's not my bet for this year.
But don't worry, Sarri ain't winning that Champions League, mate. He got even started in that final. No, thank you. Yeah, man, I've got to go for Man City. I think Pep will keep them all together. Of course, Leroy. People not talking about Leroy Sané. The return of Sané coming back in that squad, just to provide a bit more competition. The brilliant Riyad Mahrez, the Prince himself, not Harry. Raheem Sterling. Yeah, man. I mean, you can't. And I've not even talked about the greatest midfielder on the planet Earth, Kevin De Bruyne. So, you know,
Half would disagree with you, though.
Of course he would. He'll disagree with anything I say. So. There we go. Yeah, Man City will win the Champions League.
So the man listed all like these great players in every position, but apparently he's one for the safe option. Right. Oh, and then the man.
Right, I've gone for the right option. I've gone for the right option.
Europa League. Now, me and you had Man United. You picked Wolves. The likelihood is that we're all going to be wrong, but
never know.
Just to say, the Champions League teams that dropped out into Europa League: Club Brugge, Olympiacos, Shakhtar Donetsk, Bayer Leverkusen, RB Salzburg, Haaland and Minamona less, because obviously they've gone to Liverpool and Dortmund respectively. Inter Milan, Benfica and Ajax.
All trash.
Obviously, who's trash?
All of them.
Oh, okay. Man United, Arsenal, Wolves, Celtic, Rangers, guess the winner, of course. Are we changing our predictions?
Nope.
So you're still sticking with Wolves?
Yep. I'm changing my prediction.
To
anyone but. It's tough because everyone's rubbish in that league.
I agree.
Everyone's rubbish. That's the worst. I don't even think Ajax will win it. Looking at them this season, they've been bad. They were bad. How were they not even in the Champions League? Yeah, that was poor from them. So I'm not even going to put them there. Rangers are definitely ain't winning it. Arsenal definitely ain't winning it. I don't think Man United will win it. I don't think they're good enough. I don't think Wolves are good enough. Who else is in it?
So basically, no one's winning it.
So I don't even think Inter are good enough. But
so no one's winning.
Who's good in that team? I don't even know, man.
Let's see, Inter. The logical. Lukaku and...
I don't want to go safe. I want to be right. Can I see Lukaku winning it? Don't really know. Who else is in the Europa League? Outside of that, can you tell me?
No one promising, bro.
Sevilla or something like that.
I can't remember one, man. I'll tell you in a second. So we've got Wolves, Espanyol, Sporting, and some Turkish side, Başakşehir, or Başakşehir, whatever. Getafe, Ajax, Copenhagen, Celtic, Apoel Nicosia, FC Basel, FC Cluj, Sevilla, AZ Alkmaar and Linz, Club Brugge vs Man United, Ludogorets, Inter Milan, Eintracht Frankfurt, RB Salzburg, Shakhtar Donetsk, Benfica, Roma, Ghent, Wolfsburg, Malmo, Bayer Leverkusen, Porto, Olympiacos, Arsenal, Rangers and Braga.
Sevilla doing well this season, just putting it out there.
Say it?
Sevilla doing well this season.
Anyone could win that, you know.
Literally.
Anyone could win that. It's actually...
I mean, there's a few teams that are not going to, like Malmo's really not going to win it, for example.
Anyone can win that. I'm telling you, anyone. I guarantee any one of those teams will win the...
Oh, you think?
Guarantee it.
Anyone
guarantee it. Anyone. I'm just gonna have to go for Inter Milan because I think everyone else is trash. Even though I think Inter I don't think they'll do it. I don't actually think.
But you also don't think anyone else will do it.
I can't see Arsenal winning it. Man United are the consistent team. I think it might be Inter Milan Man United final.
That'll be mad.
Sanchez.
And actually,
Ashley Young lifting the trophy for Inter Milan.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with Man United just because, as you said, like anyone you pick, there's a big question mark as to why they might not or why they might. I think Man United are in as good a position or as bad a position as everyone else. In the fact that they're in it, they're in the last way to, they top their group or good decent draw away at Cluj. Not Cluj, sorry. Bruges. Couldn't ask for much more comfortable than that, you'd hope. If they don't beat Bruges, they don't deserve to win. Of course, they're out, innit? But I think, I'll stick with Man United. I'm not confident, but if I changed it, I wouldn't be confident about that team anyway. Inter, obviously going for Serie A. We don't know how it's going to affect their plans when it comes to the last stages of the tournament. Will they rest for one competition to prepare for the next? I don't know. But I'll stick with Man United. And
they signed Olivier Giroud.
Man United.
Born Inter Milan, born Europa League winner.
Listen, the January window could be important, isn't it? Man United makes some signings, Inter Milan makes signings, Arsenal. Obviously, we know Dortmund. No, Dortmund's not in it. They're qualified. Anyone else? Anyone else make signings? Ajax, Wolves. Who knows, innit? Who knows? But yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts and what's your mid-season predictions of how the final season gonna look come May. If you're listening on SoundCloud, Apple, or is it Apple? Yeah. Apple Podcast. If you're listening on SoundCloud, Apple Podcast, or Spotify, make sure you subscribe and follow us. Like the video, like the audio, and share the link. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe to the channel. And me and these guys will see you next time. That's it from us with the Neeks Sports Podcast.